Think we're live, so welcome everybody to VDRL Season 4. Or we have me back, Ekohor, and today we have the beautiful track of Imola, which I will have you a track intro. So we have Imola, the Grand Prix with almost 5 kilometers of track and 19 turns across the whole track, like one DRS zone and a lot of height and very difficult corners, also with the height changing all the time. We have the calendar today, so this race gonna be a sprint weekend today with a normal format as it was in season 2 when I was last commentating. We're gonna have a short sprint qualifying, then a sprint, and then we're gonna have the main qualifying and the main race, which the main race will be 50% today and the qualifying will be short as usual. But we have dynamic weather, and as the last track was Hungaroring, the previous result was this, as Mr. Kota taking the win in the Ferrari, and Mavers, who is not in the VDRL anymore, because Mercedes had a little bit of problems and issues, but we got Mavers in P2 in the top 3 on the Hungaroring, and Villusion, I think Villusion, that's his name, coming up to P3 in the end, and as Quillis going to McLaren to the P4 position, gaining 12 points to the McLaren boys, and Meshu closing at the top 5 on the Hungaroring in the previous race. This is only the second race of the season, but it's already a very exciting one. Of course, you didn't see the last race of VDRL, but from now on, from today, there will be every single race streamed and broadcasted for the viewers and for you. So this is going to be, I think, one of the greatest seasons of VDRL. You know, every single person now is a team principal. There's a new format to VDRL. There are now team principals who need to sound drivers to their team, like VCAR, which I am a team principal of, and Williams and Haas, and you know, every single one of these now has a team principal and normal drivers who needs to be signed for 1 season or longer. As you could see, the Ferraris are very impressive at their stuff, because they came home to P1 and P4, P5 last race. So we will see what they can do in this race, today's race, and we're gonna see what this track brings us for the last time of F1 games, because next year it won't be with us anymore. Unfortunately, Madrid will be replacing it, which is exciting but also sad, because this iconic track is leaving the calendar for next year's game. But we don't have to talk about that, and right now it's only the second week of this game coming out, I think, or the third week max, coming out this third week, or yeah. So today we have Imola, as I said, for the new viewers, and a very exciting, almost, I think, a full attendance, or maybe even a full attendance today. as I don't know if someone joined. No, not it, nobody joined. So yes, we're going to you can see the calendar. Next race will be Zandvoort Reverse, which is a new format to the F1 25 game and the whole F1 kind of games. Everybody just played on reverse, played on tracks and played it reverse. But now it's actually a normal format with normal racing line, pit stops, and all of these things. So we're going to have a reverse race, not even just one, but two reverse races, because Silverstone will be a reverse race too, who race number 5 on the 5th of July. So if you're excited about the new game and the new features that it brings us, then definitely tune in next race and on the July of 5th also all of the races, because it is a exciting new league, or I mean not that new anymore, but it is pretty new to the league scenes. It only been out in F1 24 for I think the last 4 months or 5 months max. So it is a pretty new league. Join in the link down below. I think we have it down there. So as now we're only 7 minutes of race start away, as we are gonna go to this beautiful track. As I said, it's a short qualifying, both of them. It's a sprint weekend for the new viewers. It's a sprint weekend, so a short qualifying, short sprint qualifying, and then a short normal qualifying. The sprint will be 11 laps of racing action, and the normal race, which is going to be 50% of the normal of the full race, it's gonna be 32 laps of racing. We already have both Red Bulls in, one of the Kick Saubers, both of the Scuderia Ferraris, and one of every single team almost. The one Visa, one Aston Martin, one Alpine, one Haas, one Kick, and one Mercedes, with a new lineup. Mercedes got a new lineup this race and for the rest of the season probably. So we are just waiting for the race to start. From what I saw in the Discord, which you can join down below, last race was a very exciting one. A lot of drama happening, and yeah, just everything really happening at that time. But yeah, if you hear something in the background, it's my computer, my air conditioning, or my city is having a festival, which you can hear it from my apartment or my house. So yeah, I'm just going to go quiet for 5 or 10 minutes max, as the race will start in about 5-10 minutes. Now we have a new person joining in, Infinity, as the, let's see what is his person, and now even more people joining. This is going to be a very, very exciting one. Already 12 people in, so people gotta fight for those positions and not just try to at least finish it, but you need to fight for P10 if you want to get points, because now everybody's just joining in, and 15 people are already in the lobby, as both the one of the Haas drivers is in. I think both the Mercedes, yeah, both the Mercedes are in. Both of Visa's, my drivers, are joining too. Both Williams, both Red Bulls are now here. Villusion, coming up that P3 previous race, are now in. 16 people now in the lobby. This is one of the best attendance in a season or any league I ever seen. It is very good. The people who work at VDRL are like working on the league, and I mean they're doing everything. They're posting on TikToks which you can follow, and doing everything they could to bring more people in. The new drivers are on the grid. I think it's Davot and Nat Aaron maybe. That's who I know that definitely are new people. But Nat is one of a esport like a F1 organization, so it could be he could be very good. He could even challenge Mr. Quota for the win. We know that he is one of the fastest drivers, if not the fastest drivers of VDRL. But yeah, I mean, I just hope we can see some action for the battle, for the lead of the battle, right, in today's race. We're gonna have 2 races, so there's even more chances of seeing battling for P1 today, as Quillis and also Oscar joining in. Now 18 people, only 2 more people I think to get a full lobby, as we're starting in just 1 minute. So now only 1 people remaining of the full lobby. Alex Edge just joined, who is a season 2 winner of Austria, one of the most surprising people who have won the race in this league. But now we are going to start, I think. Nobody's readying up yet, but it is 3 p.m. UK, which is the time that every single session is starting. Maybe we're gonna wait 1 or 2 minutes more. Hopefully we can start this race earlier than usual. Okay, then nobody's readying up yet. They haven't got the green light. We haven't got the green light. But there is some good people here. Alex Edge, previous winners of VDRL and Austria. Quillis another previous winner of season 3, which I wasn't commentating, but I could see some clips. Also Thanos, very fast driver, very good driver. Nat Aaron, you can see that Quillis and Nat and Aaron is in the same team, so we know that he is a fast driver probably. Infinity, he has won a season 3 race in Saudi Arabia, I think, quota. We all know him, that he is a very good driver. D-Mag, previous race winner too. Meshu, race winner. Also UK8, one of the people who can try and just manage to find the time that he needs in the Red Bull. As now we are going to short sprint qualifying in Imola. Okay, yes, now we are still waiting for some people to connect. But yeah, 18 seconds still start minimum or maximum 18 seconds now, 14. Also, for the new viewers, we're in Imola, probably the last time we can see this in VDRL. Maybe next season we will have Imola still, but in the next game Imola will not be in, as it's raining. We haven't seen this in a while, or not just in a while, but in ever. We haven't seen this ever. This is it's a very great, it's wet tires. Probably nobody's going to come out on normal tires. I think it is going to be just the people who are like, I don't know how to say, but it is a very interesting. Okay, well, I need to do something. Yeah, it's a very interesting, as people now have come out the 2 visa caships, I think, in the name of D-Mag. And yeah, D-Mag and Thanos both going out, the beautiful visas, the white visas in the rainy Imola. They are on wet tires, which is the recommended for today, I think. So yeah, we're going to have a pretty unusual sight to see. Also, park firm is off, so it's a normal thing to see. Probably people won't be going out with normal setups, or not, like, I don't know how to say normal, like dry setups, but we are probably gonna see some very interesting strategies on how people, will they come out on inters, will they not come out on inters. Infinity, we can see him going out in the inters, probably a very brave choice, but we will see what he can do on the intermediates. Maybe this will be a faster tire, maybe it will be so slippery that he cannot keep it on track, and this session will be yellow flagged. Maybe it will be the best decision of his life and gonna get pole position. We don't know anything right now. I'm just going to get 1 second of time right now, because I need to do something. Well, I'm very sorry about that. We are back and we're watching Infinity on his lap that he's going to try and make it the best he ever could. He is on the mediums right now, inters right now, as I think he's the only one on inters. Yes, he is. Everybody else is on the wet tires, as you can see. Adam, Nat, Aaron, and HR Dakota all on the inter wet tires. But we can see that the Infinity, he's keeping it on track and not budging at all. Now, as D-Max going to finish his lap, it's going to be a 138.8, but it's not going to count. He probably went off somewhere in the proximity, as Thanos will be the second one, or not the second one. Who is going to be the second one to finish their lap? Oscar with a 136.6, but Power Twan with a 130.963. Let's see if anyone can beat that time with normal, and Nat Quillis is up again, just times HR Dakota 5/10 of up from Nat Quillis. Let's see what Infinity can do on the inters. 130.8, only 8/10 of Mr. Quota, and only 3/10 of Nat Quillis. So we can see that the inters might be the tires to choose for the people, because the wets, sorry, not the inters, the wets might be the right tires to choose. Scatobis goes fastest with a 129.7. That's 3/10 better than HRT Mr. Quota, and almost a second better than Quillis. This beating his teammate by a second is just a crazy thing to say, but it is happening right now, as Quota is going, as FJ Brothers is now on the top of the timesheets with the 129.3, beating Scatobis, which I thought was one of the best laps I ever seen, with 4/10 in by 4/10, sorry. As XN is still on his lap, I think, not in his in lap, but on his lap. He is on his in lap, sorry. Hey Barbers, D-Max is in the pits. Yes, Timboy still out, starting to put that time together, as now he is on a 126 here. What let's see, what can he do? Can he get to P13? Yes, he can. He will beat Oscar by about 3/10, and up to P13 he goes. D-Mag and the V-Carbs are still not doing any laps, which I mean, it's, for me, it's a sad sight to see, because they are my drivers. So, as Brothers topping the timesheets by an absolute beautiful lap, with a 129.3, beating Scatobis almost by 4/10. Or no, beating Scatobis by 4/10, and HRT Mr. Quota by 7. Powertrain by 7 again, and the first and fifth place is 1 second of each other. This is a very crazy sight to see, because obviously people might think that esport is very close, but not in this league sometimes. It's still there's still 4 minutes left, but let's see what he can do, or what the other drivers can do. As you can see, Davwat on his lap now. Also very tricky conditions, so this is probably not the raw pace of people in today's lobby. We will see on the race what they can do on maybe the normal and dry tires or the dry things. And as I think yes, Tim Boy is in the grass in the start of his lap, going into the pits now. Davot, yes, Davot is on turn at second sector, purple. Beautiful stuff from him. Let's see if he can convert this purple second sector to a purple third or even a provisional pole position, as Vilusion goes for a 128.8 on the Inter tires. Now they can see that the Inters are definitely the tires that they need to use, and they need to get that tires, but it's clearly not, because Davot goes fastest. It's on the wet tires. Beautiful lap from him. The laps are getting better and better as the time goes on. It's still raining, but there's some, now we can see some dry lines starting to form out on the track, as Davot goes fastest on and is on provisional pole position. Vilusion is still on the Inter tires, and the V-Carbs are still on their outlaps. So now, let's see on their outlaps, will they work together? But Thanos is going to start his lap right now, right here on the Inters. He is a very fast driver. Let's see what he can do. Not bad first corner, and second corner taking the chicane beautifully. A little bit of Tokyo drift there, but he didn't lost it, thankfully. Not yellow flagging. We can see the back of the car just oversteering and not really behaving like he wants to, I think, like he wants the car to do. Also, as I said, very tricky conditions and very hard to drive on with any tires. Of course, the wet tires are maybe not the best option right now, because it's starting to form some lines that may be a little bit drier than the other ones, as Thanos goes fastest in the second sector. Is he going to be like Davot, as Netquilis goes fastest as in a provisional pole at the end of the sprint qualifying? What can Thanos and D-Mac do in the V-Cubs? Tokyo drifting through the provisional last sector. Skatobis with a beautiful lap time again. Can Thanos bring it to first position? No, he cannot. He comes home to sixth place. And if HRT quota and all of the down people cannot improve, he will be in sixth place. Skatobis with a beautiful lap time, still on fully wet tires. It seems that the wet tire still is better, so much better than the Inters. But as I saying this, it's like the commentator jinx. The Inter Vilusion goes fastest, Brothers go second fastest on the Inters too. What is happening right now? D-Mag is going to finish his lap. D-Mag goes fifth fastest, beating his teammate. Beautiful stuff from them. As now we can see Hubbers is finishing his lap. Also Meshu and Kota right behind each other on that SF25s. In that SF25s, Vilusion goes fastest. FJ Brothers still third. Alex Edge is now 7th place. Meshu goes 9th fastest, and HRT Mr. Kota bringing the heat to Imola and going fastest, beating Vilusion by 4/10 of a lap, still on wet tires. What could have he done on the Inters? We don't know, but he is getting that pole position for the sprint race. Of course, we now have to count FJ Brothers out. Still UK 18 is still out on the track, and as he goes 9th fastest, beating Meshu and Infinity, as Vilusion now sets another time. I cannot believe that on the last second, on the last lap of his qualifying session, he beat Mr. Quota by a 10th of a lap time on those inters. It's clearly that this is one of the best qualifyings I ever seen, and it's only for a sprint race. This is the Vilusion takes pole position, and he is a pole position holder, a new pole position holder on VDRL, coming up, beating Quota by 84 tenths on the inter tires, which might have been the great option for him. Quota to second, Quillis coming up at third, FJ Brothers on fourth, and Aaron, the new rookie, finishing or closing out the top 5. Skatobis sixth, and Davoat finishing in 7th place at the end. A beautiful qualifying for only the sprint race, and it's not even the main one, as now we can see that the track has clearly dried up from the qualifying. Now we are on to the sprint race of the Imola GP. We're still waiting for the drivers to put their setups in and their strategies for this race. It's probably for most people not going to be a one stop. It's going to be a no stop, because it is a sprint race. The pit stop is not mandatory for this race. As now 2 lights, 3, 4, 5, and we're on the way. Vilusion gets a good start. Quota little bit hanging behind, as they are 3 wide into the first corner, as Vilusion goes off the track and loses P1. Somebody cutting the chicane off. Big spun from Thanos in. Aaron defending from Skatobis, who is up to P3. Tavoat to P4 from 7th place. Ethan P5, and Infinity up to P6. Quillis and both Quillis and Vilusion losing their 1 and 3rd position, and Quota goes home and takes 1st place in the first lap, as we have a new leader of today's sprint race. Vilusion down to P18. What happened to him? We don't know, as Thanos is now up to P17, who had a horrible start. Everybody's pretty close, as Mesh is trying to attack Adam. Looking down the inside, big look up from Quillis, as Yestin Boy has overtook I think Haberbs and also Exam. Metal Quota on the medium tires, as Exam is gonna overtake Yestin Boy, but he has a 3-second time penalty. Meshu up to P11. Adam is up to 10th place, as Thanos is just bringing and climbing up the leaderboard. Or almost 3 wide into that corner, going for that risky move, and it doesn't pay out because Thanos is in the gravel. The first top 5 is just following each other, creating a little bit of a train, as D-Mac is now up to 9th place. Oscar still, and coming up to P15. Meshu P10. I think he overtook Adam for P10. This is still not a finishing position though, because it is a sprint race. Only the top 8 will get the the points as a 3-second time penalty for Thanos, making his bad race even worse. As now Mr. Kota is still leading by a normal margin, as I think, who is that? Yes, that's Infinity and Davot. Infinity taking that 4th place away from Davot and overtaking him for the 4th place of this race. Infinity, we know that he is a fast driver and he will not budge at all and not back down from a overtake or any overtaking opportunity. Alex Edge in 8th place, as there's just penalties after penalties after penalties being given out to these people, as Yestin Boy is in the grass, not getting the best results of his life, but he is in the grass now, as Vilusion and Quilis is still down at the bottom, not having their best races either, but yeah, unfortunately I think they got a collision at the start of the race, as Davot now looks for the opportunity to go down the inside of his rival, as Skabutis is going to try and overtaking Aaron on that beautiful overtake. Down the inside he goes. Davot is now defending against UK18, and Aaron just trying to get that place back from Tobis. I'm just gonna call him Tobis. Infinity goes off the track a little bit, as Tobis is now got a 3-second time penalty, and it's starting to rain. We can see the rain a little bit on those cameras. In the TV pod camera, it's much worse than we could see from that other one. Dima gets a 3-second time penalty, as I'm saying that, and now this sprint race is going to go from bad to worse with the rain for drivers, and they need to go out for the pit stop. 10-second time penalty for UK18. Let's see, is anybody going to get a better chance of overtaking? No, nothing, but Adam stays out from the pits. Everybody else is in the pits, except the 2 Hasses who are staying out. It is a very, very long pit straight, as Thanos gets another penalty, a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, as his race is turning to the bad side second by second. Mayo from Mayo, Infinity, Vilusion with the 10-second penalty too. His race is not a one to remember, neither. He is retired from the session, as we can see that the tires are a little bit overheating, I think, right now, or not heated enough or properly, because the track is still a little bit normal and not that wet as they need to be for the inters, but it is still a wet track, as now Exen is going to hunt down D-Mag for that 9th position, as Davot is still on, and HRT Mr. Quota has made a mistake, I think, or something, because I saw his name go down a little bit, or no, it was just Barbers letting them by, as Adam Cage gets a 10-second time penalty. He was leading the race for a half a lap, and now he has a 10-second time penalty, as Tobis is still got a 10-second time or a 3-second time penalty, but he will look down the inside and he will not find nothing there, as D-Mag and D-Mag, they're all overtaking Adam, who has the 10-second time penalty now, unfortunately. Alex says now very close to Meshu as Barbers has retired from the session. He knows that it is not the best opportunity to make points as Thanos has retired too. Everybody knows that it is not the time to make the points and the overtakes they want to, because there is still a 50% race ahead of them in the next couple hours or next hour. As now Tobis is now very close to HRT Mr. Kota. So let's see, can he overtake? He tried to overtake before, but Kota went down from the switchback and converted it to a overtake back. Tobis now looking like he is done with this race, as 7-11 has arrived. Meshu and Alex Edge very close to each other. The other one of the Ferraris leading the race, and Meshu is fighting with the Sauber of Alex Edge. Alex Edge going from the outside, leaving just enough space for Meshu, little bit of contact, but he gets the overtake done. Now Meshu looking for the inside or the overtaking opportunity, but he backs out. He knows that it is not worth racing that hard, and maybe even DNFing off from this race, as Aaron gets a 3-second time penalty. Now, also, we did not see that Powertrain got no penalties, so he could be the one to take away any positions away from Infinite or UK 18 and Davot. He does not have any penalties. Let's see what penalties does Davot have. Davot has a 3-second time penalty, which does bring Powertrain at the top 5 position right now if he just doesn't keep losing on time. And also UK 18 has a 10-second time penalty, which he will be up to 4th place if he keeps this pace. Powertrain has the opportunity on his hands to get a P4 finish at the end, as now Skatobis is closer than ever before on Kota's gearbox, now looking for that overtake, goes down the inside but cannot convert, getting oversteer on his McLaren and not converting that position, as Meshu is still down to P10. But he has the opportunity, as I said before, he has the opportunity to, as does Powertrain, because he does not have any single penalties. But as Powertrain, it's probably the commentator's jinx. I just can only believe that now it is the commentator's jinx that Powertrain has now got a 10-second time penalty, or a 3-second time penalty, sorry. But back to Meshu, he does not have any time penalties, and he's only 1.3 away from Alex Edge and about 1.5 seconds away from XN, so he could finish in the points in this race. As now we are going to start lap 8 out of 11, or lap 9 out of 11. Oscar gets another 3-second time penalty, now up to 9 seconds. He is last though, as there's still fight for only on track fight for P1, not off track, because of course Tobis has a 3-second time penalty, and we know from Kota that he doesn't like to get time penalties at all, and he will not do anything crazy to get penalties at all. So now Skatobis is over 1 second as Quillis gets a 3-second time penalty again. His race is not the best either. Velusion already DNF'd, but Nat Quillis, who started on 3rd place, now down to 12 and a 6-second time penalty. His race is not the best, but Skatobis is one of the best I think he ever could imagine. He is up to P2, he is trying to fight for that P1 position, but I think now he knows that it is not possible for him to win, so he just now let it go and just trying to gain or not lose that much time to infinity, because he is very close to getting as Alex Edge. And beautiful, they are going side by side through the first chicane, and not any contact there, as Alex Edge now goes up to P3 and up to P8 and taking that 1 point away from XM on track, at least, because we know that the Meshu will be taking away that 8th place if he doesn't get any penalties. Now let's just check what position or how many seconds away from everyone. So yeah, Infinity is 4.9 seconds away from Skatobis. That will not be enough to get P2, as UK18 now goes up to P6 and takes that P5 position. Goes up to P5, sorry. It's Father Twan now looking for that opportunity to get that place back. Alex, UK8 and widening the track a little bit. But not losing any time though. Now, yeah, everybody's just trying to, I think, chill out a little bit. And not fight that much with anybody. The Meshu is now still about 4 seconds away from Alex Edge, who has a 6-second time penalty, I think. So with my calculations, Meshu could actually take some points away from the sprint race, or at least 1 point away from the sprint race. So yeah, as last lap, and it's contact between Power Twan and UK18. Last lap wonder, as UK18 comes home to 5th place, not letting Power Twan by, but off track Power Twan goes 4th, D-Mac goes 6th, Alex Edge goes 7th, Exen is going to stay at 10, Meshu up to 8th position, gaining and getting that 1 point on his sheet. D-Mac coming home to 6th place, and Quillis and Oscar closing down the whole grid. And everybody else DNFs. Thanos not having a great finishing, great first race on Imola, and also Velusion who took P1 and pole position on the sprint qualifying, DNFing at the end. But of course the most perfect not the most perfect now, but Quota taking P1 in the sprint race. Happy, he's probably happy to celebrate. Skatobis taking 2nd place in Infinity, closing out the top 3 of this race. Okay, that was also up to P3, up to P4. Sorry. Infinity from 11th place to 3rd place, and powered went to from 14th place. Beautiful stuff from them. Absolutely, from 11th to the 3rd in a league race is very, very crazy to think about. So, what a race from all of them. And now we are on to the short qualifying of the 50% race. Yes, we can see. I'm not gonna put a minimap right now because we know, or I mean, in here I think I do need to do. I can see a very well, I don't know how to say it, a very F1 chat. It's now Yes Tim Boy, and also one of the Ferraris, one of the I think it is Quillis going out from the pit in this beautiful sunset on Imola on the soft tires, and not Meshu, but Quota going out 3rd. Yes Tim Boy 1st on the track, out on track. Everybody is now trying, I think, to get at least I think 3-4 laps in this qualifying, because I think it is. I mean, it's one of the most important things in F1 to have a great qualifying to see where can you finish. But from this league and from the other race, the sprint race, taking from that, it is not the most important thing, because Infinity showed us that going from P11 to P3 is like it's not that hard within 13 laps. As I don't know what is happening right here, but yeah, Quill is just cutting the track. D-Meg is now going to start his lap. Also, Yes Tim Boy, or is it Alex Edge? No, it is Yes Tim Boy. Mr. Quota is going to start his lap, and let's see from his perspective what can he do. Beautiful first couple of corners, closing out sector 1 with a 23.693, using all of the battery. He can now closing up to the Aston Boy, who's also in his hot lap. Hopefully he will not impede this HRT Mr. Quota, maybe let him by. It doesn't seem like that. A little bit of oversteer for Mr. Quota, but he is still getting and trying to get that perfect lap, or at least a safety lap, which doesn't need to be that fast, but needs to be a lap that he is not ashamed of. So now onto the last corner he goes, or the penultimate corner. Now onto the last corner. Let's see what his time is going to be. So 1:14.4, closing out the lap. Yes Tim Boy goes, he invalidated his lap. Infinity goes 1:15, D-Mag goes 1:15.42. As Infinity goes 1:15.6, a very safety laps. I think these are Alex Edge 1:15.3, beating D-Mag by 1/10 of a second. He is a very fast driver though, so I think this is not his last attempt of making that P5, I think, of the qualifying. as now Thanos goes 5th fastest, safety lap again, UK18 5th, as Exxon is up to 6th place. Meshu, let's see what he can do. Meshu is up to 4th place, the other Red Bull of Illusion is up to 8th place. I think Haberbs invalidating his lap, not close, not finishing that lap today. Everybody's now on their closing laps and in laps, sorry, except I do not know what that was, but Oscar up to 8th place. Thanos is still down. A very safety lap from both Thanos and Illusion, as Alex Edge goes 2nd fastest now. I think he was 2nd fastest previously. So only person, I think, both of the McLarens are out. Nat Quillis is on his out lap too. So let's see if they can do. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but Skatobis taking 3rd place. Thanos up to 2nd place with a beautiful 114.9. Only good enough for 2nd yet, still, but I think he could improve, as Quillis now going to start his lap right away in this beautiful sunset. The sunset and the McLaren matching both with the orange team as he invalidates his lap, and it will not count towards his time, as Davot is on his lap now and trying to finish it with the best possible outcome for him. Now up to the last sector, he goes, who's behind, gets a little bit of stream from Skatobis, I think. Yeah, a little bit of lockup. Skatobis going off track in front of him, maybe trying to distract him, but it will not matter because he will go 11th fastest. Not the performance we want to see from him, but it will be his time right now, as Illusion is now back to the pits. HRT Mr. Kota on his outlap too. Power Twan coming up to Power Twan gaining, I think, being 8th or 6th position in the sprint race. Now making a time that he wants to get. He is down by about 1/10 from his lap time, but can he maybe try to gain back that time in that last sector, losing all of the track, little bit of oversteer. That's not gonna matter because he will go back to the pits. Alex Edge now starting his lap time, beautiful, goes a little bit off the racing line, I think, and he does he abandon it? No, he won't. He will try and remain and gain back that time he lost in the first sector, but he didn't abandon it. 1.2 seconds up, so we will not watch him. As Kota now trying to get that perfect time. Beautiful racing line through there. Little bit using all of the curbs and all of the track. You can just see the speed difference between him and the other drivers. Big look up through the chicane or the hairpin, but he is still up, I think, from his time. But he goes off track and he goes into the barrier. That's a big mistake from him, not losing any wings or anything, but he will not get that lap time on his timesheets. Alex Edge crossing the line and starting another lap, I think. Yes, starting another lap fortunately he probably got enough fuel in his car to do another lap time. Zvilusion now, Infinity, I think, or DMAG goes 7 or 5th fastest. Alex Edge up with 1/10. Thanos is on his out lap, so going to start his lap right now, right here. He will try to beat Kota, his old driver and old rival and commentating friend or partner. Can he do that though? Can he beat Kota in these 8 minutes? DMAG up to 4th place now with a 1:15.8. 1:50.052 as Thanos is up down from his lap by 1/1000. So he can still gain back that time in the 2nd and 3rd sector, but the problem is, can he do that and also improve by 5/10, almost a half a lap, if he wants to beat HRT Mr. Quota? Now down in for the last chicane, and it's not a bad chicane. It is a pretty great chicane in this very tricky track. Now he's pushed down to P3 as UK Eating goes 2nd fastest with a 1:14.872. Can Thanos beat that though and gain back his time? No, he cannot. He will not improve and stay 3rd. Provisional 3rd, as now Aaron has invalidated his lap time, so that will not count towards his lap, towards his time. UK 18, as I said, he will move up to 2nd place and get that away from Thanos, as now Davoat on his great lap, spinning out and also a little bit causing a little bit of a traffic jam. So Davoat is going to go on non-ERS mode, and maybe if he got enough fuel, try to go for another lap. But obviously most people will go out on the least amount of fuel, so they don't need. But Thanos now, I think, going back to the pits. Yes, he will. Yes, Davoat will go and try to get another lap time. I'm going through the chicane very fast and very quickly. Tobis and Infinity out on his own their out lap too. Now onto the hairpin. Can he get a good 2nd sector and improve by a lot? We know that his time doesn't match his real pace right now, and it will not match because he will get a very weird and he will, yeah, that's a bad ending to his lap, not finishing it, getting a little bit too happy on the power and spinning out. Skatobis now will try to start his lap and improve by even more and try to get that P3 away from Thanos. He's only down by 500 from Thanos, so he does have the opportunity to make this happen and get P3 or provisional P3 in this qualifying, as Kota is still in the pits and will probably not try to do another lap. Katobis. Now onto the second sector. I just missed what his time is going to be. Up to the hill of Imola. Now onto the chicane. Let's see what his time gonna be. Only 1/10 down from his personal best lap. It is a very big chance that he could take that third position away from Thanos and get that provisional P3, finishing his lap only one corner away from the finish line. What's his time gonna be? Going up to second place. Beautiful improvement, improving by about 3 or 2/10. And now behind his team, or overtaking his teammate who's coming out of the pit. Quillis is out of the pit. Everybody's trying to just go on their out lap and finish another lap, or try to do another lap of this race. As D-Max also out, who is on 5th place, which is not bad at all. Thanos still in the pits. No, he's on his out lap now. Out lap now too. D-Max on his out lap. Aaron is still in the pits. Alex Edge on his out lap. Infinity, I think he is going to come out right now. Yes, he will. That beautiful Williams rolling out the garage. Also, Aaron is out of there too. Yeah, as Villusion is now only, he is the first one to start his lap. Let's see, can he improve his first sector? No, he will not improve his first sector. 5 seconds, so he will stay at P10 if nobody will take it away from him. Meshu on his outlap, Kota on his outlap too. Everybody from Illusion, who I think still has a chance to do another lap on here if he plays his cards right, as Skatobis has retired from the session. I think yeah, UK18 on his lap now. Thanos is on his lap on the fresh soft. On the fresh softs. Skia beautiful, taking that corner, absolutely perfect. Perfect. Now on to the end of sector 1. Can he improve? Yes, he will improve on sector 1, 2/10 away from his PB. This could be a time that could beat Mr. Topota, or at least Katobis. Ethan also going to start his lap, I think not far away from starting his lap. D-Mag is starting his lap too. Also Adam made Mr. Quota down by 69,000 in the first sector. But everybody else is out on the track and trying to get that perfect end. D-Mag 5th, goes 5th fastest with a 1:14. Thanos goes 2nd fastest, overtaking Tobis, who's retired from the session. Let's see, can UK18 improve by that much? No, he will not improve. He's half a second down in the first sector. But is Kota? Kota is even proving that he could be the best player in VDRL, going for a 1:14.0, absolutely demolishing the rest of the grid, coming home to pole position. As Davoat, Alex Edge goes to 6th fastest, Davoat 7th fastest, D-Mac pushed down to 8th, Infinity 10th, Aaron is up to 9th, is down to 9th place. Quillis still finishing his lap on the last corner. He did a very great time on the wet qualifying. Can he do that in the normal qualifying? No, he will not. A 14th place is not good enough for or that time is not good enough for anything really. So the top 5, Mr. Quota, Thanos, Tobis, Villusion and UK18 closing at the top 5. The rest of the grid is Alex Sedge, Davoat, D-Mag, Aaron, Infinity, Exen, Adam, Powertwan, Quillis, Meshu, Abe, H Barbers, Oscar, Yestin Boy and FJ Brothers not putting any time on the table. So now we're going to start the race for round 2 of VDRL. Beautiful sunny day. The people will not, I think, need to worry about the weather. I don't think it's going to be raining today, so we can see the crowd getting cheered up in the paddock. As now we're still waiting for the people to make their strategies on this pretty long race. It's a 32 lap race, which comes with a lot of racing action and also strategy masterclasses that the drivers will need to do by themselves. Just remember that they will not have any help at all from their race engineers. They don't have race engineers, so they will not have any help. But as now we have 4, 3, 4 and 5 lights and we're on the way. Thanos gets a great start, Quota not that much. Skatobis going down and trying to find that position. Now side by side Thanos and Quota, but UK18 is up down to 5th place. Alex Edge taking his 4th place up. Powertwan up to 4th place. Big problems here. Infinity down inside of Powertwan. Quota getting out. Skatobis looking for that overtaking opportunity on Thanos, who is up to 2nd place, who did not lose 2nd place, but now off from Mr. Quota by 9/10. Everybody is Infinity now side by side with Quillis, and Quillis gets the overtake done, but also that opened up an opportunity to Adam KH 159, who will try to overtake the Williams driver, not leaving him any space and getting that overtake done. Meshu still down in P14, but Exen is now saw the opportunity to get that 12th position, and he will try and look for that opportunity, but he cannot convert, as Alex Edge goes 3rd fastest, or goes 3rd up to 3rd place, overtaking Aaron, I think. I'm not sure, 100% sure though. Tobias goes down the inside. It will not work out for him as he goes down into 11th place. It will not be very happy about that. Infinity overtaking Tobias now. UK18 still 5th. Powertwan as Meshu gets a 3-second time penalty, making his race even worse. As Alex said, now we'll have the opportunity to, I think, overtake Thanos in the DRS race, because Thanos doesn't have any DRS. We can see the race strategies. It's a possible race, it's a 3-stop, or it's definitely going to be a 2-stop race strategy. As now Alex Edge DRS open, ERS on full throttle, and will overtake Thanos like he was standing still. Now the best possible race strategy for Thanos and Alex Edge to DRS train off each other, but Aaron will not let that slide, because he will try to get that P3. Still, as Yestin Boy is now in, I think, going to retire or something, because he is not looking very good, as Aaron is now only 2 tenths away from Thanos, sorry, on his gearbox. Infinity gets a 3-second time penalty, as Scatterboy's Tobis is now up to P9, Meshu up to P10, points for the Ferrari. Still, as Alex Edge, Kota has made a mistake. Alex Edge will have the DRS and could try to overtake Kota. Kota making little mistakes, but so much little mistakes makes one big mistake, as Alex Edge is still, it's gotten the fastest lap of the race, and we can see that he's not making any mistakes. Cannot really convert it to an overtake right now, but he will do when it's not, when he's even closer to Kota. Now he's even closer to Kota. As I said, he is 7 tenths behind. He was 1 point last lap in that point. He was 1.3 seconds away from Kota. Now he's only 6 tenths away from him. He is closing that gap, or at least trying to close that gap, inch by inch and tenth by tenth. As now Exxon is fighting for with Meshu and Quillis, I think. But Aaron now has the opportunity to overtake Thanos. If he can get these last 2 corners right, he will have DRS. He can use ERS to overtake, but Thanos also has DRS. Alex Edge still looking for that opportunity, couldn't really get it though right now, as Thanos goes off track, and that opens a big opportunity up to Aaron. He will not try and overtake Thanos. He knows the risk of that. He knows that they could crash and take out both of each other, so he will not be Mr. Take That Risk and just stay in 4th place. He knows that he will have the opportunity still to get that overtake done, because Thanos is losing out time to Alex Edge, and now for a second he was he is still down from 1 second, or he was for a second away from 1 second from Alex Edge, which he will not needs to do, because if he does that, then his DRS will be lost and that will open up a big opportunity for Netherren, as the 2 Red Bulls are side by side, and it is a team orders that win, as UK18 lets Evolution by on the straight. Netherren still chasing down Thanos, who is still losing time to Mr. Kota, as Alex Edge goes down the inside of Kota. A little bit of a contact, but we couldn't really see anything from that, as Alex Edge up to P1, as Kota closely follows him behind 5 tenths, losing a little bit of time to him, but he will get still DRS on the main straight, as now Aaron is closer than usual, only 1 tenth away from Thanos in his gearbox, literally in his literal gearbox, as H Barbers has left the session as he got disqualified. As Devoat is now going down the side and just spinning around Exan. That was not at all legal and anything. He will need to he will get some penalties. That was very optimistic, and it did not work out for Exan. Unfortunately for Exan, and fortunately for Devoat, or maybe unfortunately for him too. He will get a penalty at the end of the race if the Exan reports it, but he gonna take P10 as Skatobis. We saw the problem here, but HRT Mr. Kota taking back that first place. We have the race leader back at the top. But now Alex Edge will have the DRS as Aaron now even closer, I think, to Thanos. He's very close in this chicane section, but Thanos just gets that better out of the corner speed. And Alex Edge, the first four person was very close as Thanos made the mistakes, and Iron goes down the inside side by side through the last corner. Not Aaron, but he will stand down. Alex Edge goes for the overtake as they are doing, I think, a pretty good DRS train here, trying to get away from Thanos, but Thanos not letting that work for them. He is still down. He is still up to 3-3. As we can now see the tires maybe giving out a little bit, because we can see the oversteer a little bit as Tobias is battling with his teammate. Papaya rules, we can say that, because Quillis is not letting him by at all. Which is normal, because Skatobis have a 9-second time penalty, but Quillis has only a 6 seconds, which is still a lot, but it's not that much compared to Tobis. As Devoat now looking for the opportunity, just hunting and staying behind those people, the two McLarens, and maybe looking for the opportunity that when they will crash, or if they will crash, they will get some they will get the opportunity, as Alex Edge and both Alex Edge and Kota going out down to the going to the pit, and also Nat Quillis is off to the pits too. Alex Edge going for that 2-stop strategy. He will get the medium tires again in this race. Oh yeah, that 2-stop strategy is almost like 100% that it will be a 2-stop, but getting another medium tires again, as Thanos going off the track and giving the opportunity to Aaron to overtake him. Aaron was just looking for that opportunity. You know that he was looking for that, as now Vilusion will get the chance to overtake Thanos too. Aaron getting the opportunity and bringing the opportunity to Vilusion 2, as now there's a new race leader of the Imola Grand Prix. Aaron is up to P1, Vilusion is second, and Thanos back to third place. Aaron goes to the pits too, and UK18 also. Let's see what their tires will be. He will do a hard tire strategy, medium to hard, maybe 2 softs then, or a mediums again, as Power Twan gets a 3-second time penalty. Vilusion staying out, also Thanos is staying out too. Power Twan very close to Thanos in that chicane kind of thing, as Alex Edge and Quota side by side they go through that chicane. Unfortunately, I couldn't change it in time for that, as they're still just waiting for everybody else to pit and then overtaking them, of course. As I think one of the, yes, Infinite D-Mag is off the track and he will go down to P13. What has happened to my driver and to the V-Cup driver? Exxon getting a penalty, Infinity overtaking Meshu. It's just the same old Illusion up onto the pits. He will get the 3 second, the medium tires too, as Quillis gets the 3 second time penalty. Alex Edge will, I think they will be able to overtake Illusion from the pits. Yes, they will be overtaking Illusion. It is very long, a very long pit straight, so it is a very unforgiving if they mess up, as UK up to P8 overtaking Quillis, and also Infinity overtaking Meshu. They are DRS training as much as they can. Stanos is now on and trying to hunt down Powertwan, who has a 3 second time penalty, but they both haven't pitted yet, which is not the best case scenario for neither of them, because HRT Mr. Quota and Alex Edge both are gunning for it and just taking that beautiful lines to gain the time to everybody. Stobis gets another 3 second time penalty. This is very crazy how many 3 second time penalties can a person get after that. Thanos also gets a 3 second time penalty. What is happening with people today? Powertwan and Thanos all both having a 3 second time penalty, but Davoat, who went out in the, I think he did go out to the pits. No, he didn't, but he is on the hard tires, so his tires will be still, as Infinity lost it out of the center chicane, and will spun, giving Scat Boys, Scat Tobis and Meshu also to overtake him. Meshu up to beat them. Now, the Infinity is still down. Infinity is down by 1.7 from Scatobis and 9, 10 and 11th place. So the first people who still needs to go out is Powertwan, Thanos and Davoat in the top 3. They still need to go out. Maybe this is not the best option, but or the best strategy, but it is one of the strategies that could be good, as Illusion takes 6th place again, away from Aaron. Alex Edge now onto the gearbox of Mr. Quota. Still, obviously they are fighting for P1 here, because when Davoat, Thanos and Powertwan will go out, they will get P1 and P2. So this is a fight for provisional P1. So they also have to keep in mind that they doesn't have any opportunities to make mistakes, because if they make mistakes and maybe both of them spun out, Thanos, Davoat and Powertwan will have the opportunity to get a free pit stop and not lose any time from that. As I said this, say that Thanos is up into the pits, as Quota and Alex Edge flies past, also Illusion, Aaron UK and Willis even, maybe even Meshu will go past Thanos. Not the best strategy from him. Will Meshu even go by him? Yes, he will be, as Aaron spun it. The center chicane is just taking people spinning, taking people for a pirouette around that, as he goes for another. Honestly, that was a beautiful drift from him, but I don't think he was doing that on purpose, as we can see that still the two leaders now, as Thanos is down to P10 after his pit stop. He will need to make a lot of ground backup. He qualified P2 or P3. I think he qualified P2, and it's just getting away from him one by one. But I believe that he can overtake Meshu and get at least some decent points, but it is falling away from him one by one, inch by inch, and lap by lap, as Power Twan and Davoat still not pitted, which it is understandable because they're both on the hard tires. So Thanos now overtakes Meshu for P9, and now he is 5.5 seconds away from Aaron, but he is gaining rapidly. You can just see that in every single corner. I think he's gaining about a tenth or 2 or 3 tenths. Now he's only down to 4 seconds away from Aaron. Meshu gets another 3-second time penalty. I saw in the chat that Meshu is his contract is about to end. He's going to get fired if he keeps up this performance. Vasa, his team principal, is not happy about his performance, I think so. As Aaron gets a 3-second time penalty. Honestly, I'm not really sure what is happening right now, as Alex Edge, Davoat takes first place. Alex Edge now losing out to Mr. Quota, and he's now off by 1.9 from Quota. Will not have any DRS, so this, as Aaron DNFs, what has happened? Probably just retired, but this is still crazy what could happen. Quota just making his way through the field now. Power Twan still trying to fight him, but it's not going to work, because Quota is just one of the, if not the fastest drivers in VDRL. I don't know how this is fun for him, but at least he is very fast. As with that DNF from Aaron, Thanos will be up to P8 and will have 6 seconds time to make up to Quilis. As Alex Edge is going to now go overtake Power Twan, I think, as he goes down from the pits. I think, yes, he is up onto the pits. He will switch to medium tires, which is not lasting that long, that he could maybe go. I mean, he could be on a very great strategy if he goes for a one-stop strategy, because he could make that. I think it's only 15 laps remaining, I think, or 16 max laps remaining, so he could still make that transfer and make the stint. But yeah, it's a very risky choice for him. I think he is going for a one stop, but it is one stops are always very risky in these type of races, in the 50% races. It is very risky to make a one stop, but it is possible, as Alex said, makes a very big mistakes drifting through that corner, and now Vilusion will have the opportunity to overtake. He has DRS, ERS, and Alex Edge is not even gonna fight him. He knows that he doesn't have any type of chance against him. As Quillis now also overtaking Davot, who's in the pits. And getting the soft tires. He's definitely going for a two-stop. We can see from here. Soft tires is a very I don't know how much will that be enough for how much laps, but we'll see. As Scott Tobis now has a 15 second time penalty, and Infinity a 16. Meshu is off the grid in the wall, and that is as I can see, Sir Oscar Piastri is not happy about that. Also, probably Vasa is not his team principal. He is in the wall, not having an M plate on his right wing. And after a bad race, it gets worse. He went off the track, and now he doesn't have an end plate. This is not looking good for the second Ferrari, but for the first Ferrari, it is looking like a wet dream. Because he is still leading by 2.7 seconds to Vilusion, who went out to the pits, but has a 3-second time penalty. As now Davot getting the backlash from his soft tired choice and getting overtaken by Power Twan. As Davot overtakes Power Twan back for 7th place. Also, you have to keep in mind that Davot is still one of the cleanest drivers here. He doesn't have any notice at all, so he could make some I don't know how to say this, overtakes at the end of the race after the penalties count up. So if he keeps it up, as did I say there could not be rain? There will be rain as Kota goes to the pits and gets the inter tires. What is happening in Imola today? The sprint race went from dry to wet, and this race will go to wet too. Alex stays out on the medium tire still. I don't think he realized that it's raining yet, but now he will be losing the grip that was so good for him. As I think, Vilusion went out to the pits too. Infinity stayed out. Quillis on to the pits, getting that inter tires, and also Quota on the inter tires now, still getting overtaken by Power Twan, who's in the mediums. Maybe this was a little bit early for Quota to make that pit stop, but we will not know what will happen. And maybe it was a good race call, maybe it was not the best. We don't know yet. Alex Edge still out on mediums. Will he go out in the pits right now? Oh no, he will stay on the mediums, and Quota gets a 3-second time penalty. That's a big mistake from him. We don't see a lot of that from Mr. Quota. He rarely gets time penalties, but he gets it now in the most, and really one of the best races of his career, as Quota is now up to P4, because I think UK Aiton has gone out in the pits, and now, but he's still not getting the grip he wants from the inter tires. I think the softs are still the better choice. as Alex Edge is now 11 seconds away from Thanos, who is out in the medium still. As Quillis gets another 3-second time penalty. We don't care about that right now. The only thing that we care about is everybody is on Inters except the top 4, who are still getting away from the rest of the field a little bit, but not that much anymore. Not that much anymore, as Power 20 has gained 10 places. Alex Edge gained 5. Alex Edge goes for the pit for the Tinters. He probably saw or felt that it was not good, as Thanos still out, stays out on the medium tires. He's about to overtake his overtake his teammate. This is a little bit of a sad sight to see, getting left by your own teammate. But yes, Alex Edge has gone down to P6, but remember, he doesn't have any penalties at all, but Quota and Villusion both have the penalties that they will need to serve at the end of the race. We did not know that Quota had that many track limits warnings, but he did. He got a 3-second time penalty from that, and that will not go good for him at the end of the race. He will try to drive that 3-second time penalty and get that good thing, as Davwat they're still out in the dry tires, which is now definitely not the best tires, as they go out on the pits. Maybe it was not the best strategy choice, as Thanos is still out on that medium tires. I don't know, as Alex Edge has made a big mistake. He just needed to keep it on track, but he didn't. He gets a 3-second time penalty, and the race is back on to Mr. Quota. Thanos is now struggling in the rain very much, not getting that grip at all, not getting any cannot get any power to those tires, and going very slowly in. Now only 2.7 seconds Quota is away, and gaining by about 1 second per 1/10 per second. He will need to go out and maybe change his tires as much as possible, but we can just see in time standings, just a quick mention, we never seen this before, that every single person has at least one penalty. Some more than others, but every single person has a penalty, and you can just see that these guys cannot keep it on track. Or I think they're just pushing too hard, as Thanos still out on those medium tires, still pushing as he lets Quota by. I don't know, he cuts the chicane and he is struggling. You can just see, I think he is not happy about that at all. He is struggling in the rain on those medium tires. I don't know what he's doing. He needs to go out in the pits, but it is his choice, obviously. He doesn't have any race engineers or anything, but yeah, as Quota is our new race leader again, or he is back at the top, as a Powerton gets a 3-second time penalty. Obviously you cannot see who gets a penalty right now in these time standings, because I mean, just look at it. It's literally every single person has a penalty of some sort. as Infinity gets another 3-second time penalty. Kota is still struggling a little bit, as is Thanos going to go out? Yes, he will. Now he knows that the mediums are not really helping him at all at keeping position or anything. He needs to go out in the pit, as Alex Edge overtakes him for 3rd place. UK18 and Quillis also both overtaking him, as Kota is still leading by very much, and there goes side by side Quillis and UK18 and goes side by side, but Quillis is going to get the short end of it, and Power Twan gets pushed out of the track by Davout. Sportsmanship, this is peak sportsmanship, gives back the position to Power Twan, and will try to get the position normally away from Power Twan, and not by pushing him off the track. This is what Max Verstappen should do in like most of these races, as Davout gets a 3-second time penalty. Again, not a really good sight to see, but it is what it is. Now the conditions have started to worsen, and I think drivers are really struggling for that grip. So yeah, Infinity is down to beat them. Honestly, this, I don't know what is happening right now, because anybody could be anywhere at the end of this race, because if someone didn't have a penalty, they would be the happiest person I think in the world, because they would move up like 15 positions. There's not even that many people. They would move up to P1 or something like that, because everybody here has a penalty, which is crazy. So now, as I can see some drama forming in the chat from the team principal of Ferrari, we can see that Meshu, I mean, he's about to get some reprehensions, I think that's how you say it. Some but not really good news probably. Well, he can just read the chat himself. After the race, Meshu is down to P12, not his usual race performance, but I mean, everybody has bad days. I'm not saying he shouldn't get any talks with him, but he definitely shouldn't get fired, because he's one of the best drivers in this grid right now. I think he just, I think, doesn't like this track or the rain, which is starting to pick up very fast, as we can see. Maybe they will even need to switch to fully wet tires, but yeah, we do not know what could happen today, because yeah. As Quota is still leading by 6.3 or 4 seconds. Let's see what the penalties would come out to. Well, I will try to do some math as Power Twan, as Davout is off the track, I think, and gets beaten by Power Twan. Because of that, I think he made a mistake, a big mistake, and Power Twan up to P6. So obviously Quota and Alex Edge only has a 3-second time penalty, and also Thanos only has a 3-second time penalty. Quillis, who's on P4 right now, will definitely lose his P4, because he has a 15-second time penalty, he got 5 3-second time penalties. Crazy. And then Infinity will lose his 9th place. He will probably maybe get out of the top 10. I'm not sure though. Meshu will go up to P10, maybe P11. Yeah, P11 I think he will go up to. Yeah, DMX will stay there because he is right now 53 seconds away from everybody. So yeah. Well, this we don't really know what will happen at the end. We don't know what will happen at the end. We just need to wait another 4 laps because Quota is just is still just lapping around, and yeah, I mean, I think he's having a time of his life. I don't know if it's fun to him, but he is having a good time, I think. In first place, he should have brought his pillow probably. So, but if you want, you can also as Quillis, I think. No, not Quillis. Skatov is off the track. So there's not really much action right now, but you can watch the Le Mans 24 Hours, which is today on Eurosport. I'm not sponsored by them, but please sponsor me. But on Eurosport, you can watch Le Mans 24 Hours if you want, because, as I said, unfortunately today is not the most exciting race at the end, but yeah, everybody is still getting 3-second time penalties. Like every 5 or 10 laps somebody gets a 3-second time penalty. So yeah, you can just watch the Le Mans series or the back series, which is today. And yeah, so you can see Quota just driving to his victory. Okay. Yes. I mean, Villusion gaining some time, but it's also he got a free 6-second time penalty, so doesn't really matter. Alex Edge still in 4th place. I think his first main objective main challenge is to get within 3 seconds of Illusion and maybe try to get that P2 away from him. I mean, Quidditch is just flapping around right now, I think, not even using the greatest lines, maybe, but yeah, he's been rejected to finish the race, I think. UK8, 5th place. He will move up to 4th place though, which is a very good result. Power Twen, I think he will stay in 6th place maybe, but yeah. So here are the position changes. Quillis gaining 10 positions, but gaining 15 seconds of time penalties. So I mean, it's kind of 1-to-1 if you think about it, or 1-to-1.5. But yeah. So Power Twen, 2nd highest gainer, 7 places with Villusion. I mean, Meshu and Alex Edge coming up to 3rd highest gainers with 3 places. Alex Edge starting from 6th place now on to 3rd place. with Illusion closely behind them with 2 places gained. Started 4th, now up to 2nd place. And Infinity and Exxon gaining 1 place. Also, the biggest, I'm not gonna say losers because nobody is a loser, but biggest positions lost is Skatobis, who started from 3rd, now is down to 11th place with a pretty amount of penalties. Second biggest one is Thanos, and then DMAG, I mean, closing out the field, and the I mean the highest lowest positions. As now Kota is on his final lap. He just needs to finish it. He just needs to bring it home in this rain. Celebrate. He made this perfect. Made this race perfect. For 1 second I thought he may have been bottled it from that 3-second time penalty. He didn't. He just, now he's drifting a little bit. That was a scary moment, but he will come home to P1, and HRT Mr. Quota wins the Imola Grand Prix. Back-to-back victories for Mr. Quota. Alex Edge getting that 3rd position, 2nd position within 3 seconds, so he's up to 2nd place. Illusion is 3rd, gaining a place from the starting position. Now Nat Quillis, UK 18, stays at 5th place. Nat Quillis has done it. He's gained 10 places, and with all that 15-second time penalty, he's still 4th place. He's still in 4th place, as Meshu has gone down to 12th place. Meshu and DMAG closing out the rest of the field, and Thanos, I think, upper place. So the final standings are Kota taking back-to-back victories from Hungary and to Imola, and then it's Alex Edge making a late comeback at the end to gain to get that time 3 seconds within 3 seconds and gain that place, as Kota is now taking selfies with the fans. The Lithuanian wins again in VDRL, as Alex Edge comes home to 2nd, and Illusion another 3rd place for the Polish, getting another 3rd place in VDRL. Now we can see driver of the day, Nat Quillis. Absolutely agree with this. He did the unthinkable and gained 10 positions. Fastest lap has gone to HRT Mr. Quota. So the end result for the weekend is HRT Mr. Quota finishing with the most points. Alex Edge, Illusion, Power Twan, Quillis finishing with the 5th points for most points, and the race result is HRT Mr. Quota, Alex Edge, Illusion, Quillis, Ethan closing at the top 5 of the race. Beautiful stuff from everybody. Now on to the interviews, I think. If I have that. Yes. Now on to the interviews. I I hope we will wait a little bit, but it was a beautiful race. At the end, Alex Edge made it to the top two, gaining 4 places, and also, and Willis, from that 14th place, he got up to 4th place, and he just made that penalty like it was nothing. He got that. I think he drive it out perfectly and made that penalty non-existent at the end. So now I think we have some people in here. So on to the race winner. Quota, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so beautiful stuff from you out there. A little bit of a mistake gaining that 3-second time penalty, but then it didn't matter at all, because in the rain you just pulled away like it was nothing for you. And so yeah, what's your thoughts on the fight with Alex and the whole race?
Yeah, I mean, amazing weekend, first of all. Once again, got the maximum points available for myself. So, and last race and this race, maximum points, fastest lap, pole position point. That's amazing. And yeah, in the end, my tires in the final lap, I started the final lap with 90% and probably ended with like 95% on my tires, on my rear tires. And I was also almost in the minus on fuel. Like I had to save fuel in the final lap, so it was close. But in the end, yeah, I won the race, and I had a bit of battles with Alex, like you mentioned. But in the end, yeah, I went out on top, and good win for me.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very, very great race from you. So congratulations on the back-to-back victory, and we will see you next time.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, now I think not a lot of people in here today, but I think the next person in the voice chat who I think came out to 11th place, Scatobis, maybe, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. So I mean, you had some penalties at the end, a lot of penalties. So what do you think of the track limits and also just the whole race?
Sure, it was a good race overall. I think I had pace. Also in the sprint, I finished in P2, behind Quota. Yeah, it was a good sprint, I think. But yeah, in the race, just it fell down completely. Everything was going wrong from lap one. I got disoriented and then just started dropping positions. But I think I had decent pace. Just I was a bit unlucky today. About the penalties, I don't think they matter too much because I was not really paying attention. I was just trying to finish the race. To be honest, I was more interested in the race Le Mans going on right now. Yeah, I had it next to me watching. So yeah, just unfortunate and good points from the sprint.
Well, yes, definitely good points from the sprint, as you said. So yeah, congratulations to you two, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. So I think the next person is Xen, who. My bad. I don't know where you finished, unfortunately. But can you hear me, Xen?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So can you remind me where you finished?
Finished P10.
Yeah. So yeah, a good race from you two. Points for Aston Martin. So yeah, what is your think of the switch between mediums or the dries from the inters? Was that hard for you, or did you just glide press through it?
Well, to be honest, I think it was quite hard of a switch. I'm not good in wet. I'm mostly a dry person, but it kind of worked out. But yeah.
Yeah, well, not that much people is good in the vet. Me neither, to be honest. So yeah, congratulations to you two and points for Aston Martin. Yeah, see you next time.
Alright, see you.
Okay, now on to Meshu, who finished P11th or 12th, yeah, P12th in the race. Not your usual performance, but yeah, what is your thoughts on the whole race and the whole maybe mistakes that you did?
In the sprint I was just slow. In the quali I messed up a really good lap, like 1.5 seconds up with invalid and did a mistake. And in the race, just dirty driving and messed up the strategy. That's just, yeah. That's the stuff that happened. Just not much to say about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course there was some mistakes. Not that sometimes drivers have bad days of themselves. Maybe this was yours, and yeah, some people might dream of a race like this, but this was not your best performance today. But you made it the best you could, and yeah, congratulations to you two, and see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Okay, now on to P13, the EMAG. Well, not the. Can you hear me first of all?
Yeah.
Okay, well, not the greatest weekend for you neither, but I mean, it was a great effort for VCarb, and yeah, what do you just think about the whole race weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I did good in the sprint, sprint qualifying and the sprint race itself. I think they were the good points for me. I got points. I think P6 it was. But then everything else, qualifying for the main race was all right. I was sitting in P5 for most of it until the last lap. I think I was trying to push a lot to find more time, and then I spun, lost a position, lost a couple. I think I was down to P8, and then yeah, the race just strategy went completely wrong. And I know where I could have definitely find time, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it's still not the worst result. P12. I mean, it is, I think, a learning point for you and for the VCarb team. So I think it is a learning race today in Imola. It was very hard conditions, and yeah, congratulations to you two, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Okay, so that would be it for this weekend of VDRL Season 4, Round 2. So, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time in Round 3 of VDRL.